Good evening. My name is Ramona, and I'm going to be doing some live tarot and oracle card readings. I'm just waiting for some of you to join me here so that you can make a comment in the comments tab. And if you have any questions for me, you can go ahead and share those. I'm open to any questions today, so you could go ahead and ask any question that you'd like answered with the help of tarot cards and oracle cards. So, like I said, my name is Ramona. I have been doing tarot for more than 20 years, and I like to think that it's a very beautiful way to get your questions answered, to seek some guidance, and it's something that I find has been instrumental in actually helping a lot of people uh, find the right sort of path that they're looking for, or at least analyze the situation closely so that they're able to find out that this is what lays ahead of them. And I always say that the tarot cards or the oracle cards should be taken like a guidance. We all have free will, so it really depends on what it is that you want to create with your life. Depending on what you're willing to create with your life, that is what is going to show up in your life. So we can get guidance from the tarot or from the oracle decks, but ultimately it's your choice that's going to decide what shows up in your life. So I have someone who's asked a question here already. Felicia. Hi, Felicia. I know you were on a couple of lives before, and that was actually part of a different series that I was doing. I am doing a live with tarot and oracle guidance after a while, so it's nice to see you back here. So Felicia has a question regarding conceiving. So I'm going to request anyone who's on this live right now, anyone who's been on the live before, I'm going to request you guys to please share the live on your page, on your Facebook page, in a group, or with some friends, because there might be someone else looking for guidance, and they may be able to come on here today on the live and get their questions answered. So Felicia says, do you see my conceiving soon? All right. So I'm going to be answering Felicia's question. Let's see what comes up with this. So this is for Felicia. Let's see what shows up in the cards for Felicia. Felicia, are you still on the live? If you're here, just say that you are. I'm pulling out a few cards for you. And let me see what comes up. Okay, so Felicia, I have a few cards here for you. And, a lot of times, it seems that questions around conception seem to come up, on my lives. And normally I don't like to do health related or pregnancy related readings. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to see what comes up in the cards for you, Felicia, today. And if that question gets answered, then, you'll have your answer there. So one of the cards that I pulled out from the Monology deck for you, Felicia, is this one. It says, believe in the impossible. So it seems like, okay, so you're here. It seems like you're obviously, been kind of waiting to conceive. And, it's come to a point where you're kind of, finding it a little difficult to navigate the water, so as to speak. So this card is saying, believe in the impossible. Have you somewhere given up on that? Like, is it, something where you've given up on it because it's been, perhaps something that you've been trying for a while and you've not been able to conceive, perhaps. So the oracle is saying that believe in the impossible, and also I got a couple of tarot cards for you here. This one is the Three of Wands. It looks like from your end, you're doing whatever's required, to be able to conceive. And now you're kind of just waiting for the results to show up. Another card that came up was the Knight of Swords. This is saying that you've got to use your mental energies, with the situation, and don't feel bogged down. The 10 of wands has come up. Like this whole situation with conception, getting pregnant is somehow, causing a lot of mental stress for you. It's bogging you down. So the guidance is that believe in the impossible and don't let, your mental energies interfere with that. So I'd say, that is what the cards have to say for you. Felicia, I hope that was helpful. Thank you for being here today. Hi, Surbhi. Hi, Samara. Hi, Pritesh. Okay, so anyone who's just joining the live now, I'm doing, a Facebook live with the tarot and oracle readings after a while. So it's nice to have you all here on the live. If there's a question you'd like answered, please put it down in the comments and I'll try my best to get to you. Also, please share this live on your Facebook page or with other friends or in a group so that other people might be able to benefit from the reading as well. So Surbhi says, really stuck with my career currently. How will my future career growth be? Okay, Surbhi, let's see what comes up for you. So this is for Surbhi. She has asked a career related question. Let's see what comes up for Surbhi. Surbhi, I've actually got really, really nice cards for you. So I know you're saying that you've been feeling a little stuck with the career situation and, you're not feeling like, you're making the progress that you'd like to perhaps. But the cards that have come up are actually very, very positive. The first one I've got for you is from the Gateway Oracle deck. This is receiving with the angels, or rather receiving from angels. And this is a very beautiful card. It says, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. So what I'd say to you is that you've got to, think outside the box a little bit, even with your career. Be open to new opportunities or, people who are like angels in skin. So like human angels, right? Who might be willing to help you. The other cards that have come up for you from the tarot deck is this one. It's the 9 of Cups. This is basically known as the wish granting card in the tarot. These are from the Rider-Waite tarot deck, and it's an absolutely brilliant card. Surbhi, it's saying that whatever it is that you desire as far as your career goes, your future growth is going to be amazing. The King of Pentacles, you're going to be someone who's going to be actually able to make a lot of like you're going to be creating a lot, with your career. So not only in terms of money, because of course Pentacles represents money, but also I'm getting the sense it's going to be on a larger scale than that. It's not just going to be financial growth that you'll find. You'll actually become someone who people will look up to. The last card that showed up was the Emperor. What this is talking about, Surbhi, is that you've got to take the lead. You've got to be in a role that, you can kind of be a little more assertive with things in terms of your career. I'm not really certain if you're currently working somewhere and you're not happy with the job. But as far as the reading goes, the cards that have come up are very positive. If it's new connections or a new job that you're looking out for, that is going to happen for you in the next, I'd say 4 to 6 months. And from there on, it's going to be very, very good for your career. But you need to be a little more assertive. You've got to, put your point across, and you've got to believe in yourself and be open to seeking help, right? So Surbhi says, oh my God, thanks. You're so welcome. You're very welcome, Surbhi. Okay, let's see who else asked a question here. So Samara Mohan says, can you give me guidance regarding my puppy? Okay, what is it that you're looking for? Is there a specific question, Samara, with the puppy? Or is it just a general guidance? Let me know while I pull up some cards for you. Let me know if there's something specific you're looking to get answered, or you're just looking, for a general reading in terms of your puppy. Let me know. So let's see what comes up for Samara's puppy. She asked for guidance regarding her puppy. Let's see what shows up. Okay. So Samara, let's see what other cards that show up for your puppy. I've got some very beautiful cards here, Samara. So like I said, is there a specific question there, or is it, a general sort of question about your puppy? Let me see if you made a comment. Hi, Nandika. Thank you for being here. I have some more people here. Jacardia. Okay. And I think there are a few more people who've asked questions. Steve, yes, I will definitely do a reading for you. You need to put your question down. Sharon, I will get to all of you in a few minutes. Please share your question so that I can answer it. Steve Colin, if you're still here, I've seen your comments. I think you're right after Samara. So if you have a specific question, please put it down. Okay, so Samara, in regards to the puppy, what's come up is this particular card. This is from the Gateway Oracle deck. It's a beautiful card, Samara. And what this says is trust your intuition. Your life is guided. So anything that, connected to your puppy, basically you've got to trust your own gut, your own instinct, So whatever it is, whether it involves training your puppy, whether it involves the kind of diet your puppy should be on, you've got to trust your intuition. And as far as your puppy goes, your puppy is in a very good, happy place. The abundance card has shown up for your puppy, which is talking about the fact that the puppy feels that the puppy is well taken care of. The puppy has an abundance of love and care and great energy around itself. So it is a positive card. As far as your puppy goes, you've got to trust your intuition, like the card says, Samara, and things should be good. I hope that was helpful. Okay, Steve, I'm going to see if you put, okay, Steve, I've not got your question. If you're still here, please go ahead and post your question so that I can get to it. You've asked for a reading, I think a couple of times today, but I have not seen your question posted here. Next is Sharon. She says, today I found out that I got rejected on the job I applied for. When will I get a job, please? Okay, Sharon. So Sharon, let's see what comes up for you. Are you currently employed, Sharon? If you're still watching the live, let me know. Are you just looking out for a job or you're currently employed? Let's see. This is for Sharon Rahman, and her question is related to work. She wants to know when will she get a job. Let's see what's going on energetically for you, Sharon. Let me see what comes up. This is for Sharon. Let's see what comes up for Sharon. Let me see if she made a comment here. You're unemployed. Okay. All right. Sharon, let's see what shows up for you. Okay. So this reading is for Sharon. Sharon, okay. I have a few cards here for you, Sharon. Let me know if you resonate with any of this. Sharon, this says that emotions are running high. So if you're unemployed and it's something that's happened in the last few months, maybe related to the pandemic or otherwise, I don't know, emotions are running very high. So you're operating from a place right now where the emotions are running very high. And sometimes when we do that, the energy we put out into the universe is a very different sort of energy. It is not an energy that's very inviting. Okay, so that's the first thing. Emotions are running high. I know, maybe you're in a very tough place right now, so I totally understand that. But what else is coming up is that this is a card which is the Two of Swords. So there seems to be that there are two conflicts going on for you. One may be work, but it seems like there's something else going on as well. If you resonate with it, let me know. And you're not able to make your mind up about something. You're not able to really see the way forward with something. And though there is this ocean behind this individual, if you can see the card carefully, the person's blindfolded. You're kind of, even with your work, it's like there's something that's available to you, or there's something that you can do to change your situation, but you're kind of closing your eyes to it. So is there an opportunity out there that's right for you and it's possible for you to get, but you're not even willing to look in that direction? Let me know if you resonate with it. Because what's coming up is the Empress, which is a wonderful card. So I'd say between the next 3 to 4 months, things are going to be looking up for you in terms of the work front. I know it's a little difficult to hold on, right now, but it looks like you need to come to a place where, that emotions bit, which is running very high, you've got to work with yourself to kind of change that. Because if you send out a very positive vibe into the universe, basically that is, I believe that, and I've seen that happen, that is what comes back to you. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. within 3 to 4 months, things are looking much better for you. The Empress has come up. She's someone who actually, as you can see from the card, it's an absolutely brilliant card. It's a beautiful card. And this talks about, a great time for work, opportunities for growth, for financial well-being. So it looks like for the next 3 months might be a little difficult, but I would say don't give up, and continue trying. Try to think out of the box. See if there's some connection there that you're missing out on. Is there someone who's willing to help you find a job? Is there a different type of job that you've not done in the past that's available to you, but you're not willing to look in that direction? So if you do that, it looks like within 3 to 4 months, things will change for you on the work front. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's see. Okay, so Pritesh asked, I want to know that the fresh reset I'm trying to create is the journey I'm on. Is that in the right direction? Okay, so let us see what comes up for Pritesh. His question is, the fresh reset he's trying to create, is the journey that he's on in the right direction? Okay, Pritesh, let's see what shows up for you with that question. His question is about the reset and the journey that he's on. Is that, in the right direction? Okay, let's see what shows up for Pritesh. Okay, so Pritesh, I have a few cards for you. Yes, so the first one is simplicity. Okay, I have pulled out cards for you from Sacred Oracle Destiny deck. It's one of my favorite decks. The first one is simplicity. Let me just share them with you and then explain what they mean. The next one is release. Okay, the next one is release. And the last one is potential. So what I would say is, looking at these three cards, if you can see simplicity, there is this feather that's kind of floating in the sky. So I'd say that this journey that you are on is actually working very well for you, because the next card that came up is release. There's some patterns from the past that you've got to let go of, and that is already in progress. It's already happening. Approach this journey in very simple terms. You don't have to make it very complicated. You don't have to overthink it. That's what this card is saying. And be ready to release all those patterns from the past that are no longer serving you, because with that, a lot of potential is coming up, which means that the future created from this journey is going to be fabulous. It's really going to be outstanding. There is a lot of potential that is untapped in you, and this journey is going to actually help you unleash that. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Jacardia, if you're still here, I'm going to be reading for you next. Hi, Rima. Hi, Dhaval. Sharon Rahman said, thank you so much. You're so welcome, Sharon. Okay, Jacardia, are you still here? Let me know. So I am going to read for you. Jacardia says, will I be single this year? Okay. Let's see what comes up for you in terms of a relationship. So Jacardia, that's a bit of a mysterious question. I'm not really certain if you're in a relationship currently and you like to end the relationship, or are you looking for a relationship? So if it's possible for you to put that question across more clearly, I'd be grateful. I am pulling cards for you. Let's see what shows up for you in the meanwhile. If you're watching this, let me know. Oh, okay, I've got my answer. Single. Okay, so Jacardia says single currently. I've got my answer, and I think you're going to like the answer. So this one is the the Six of Wands. These are from my Rider-Waite deck. Jacardia, this says, if you look at the card carefully, there's this person who's on this victory march. Now, wands represent a lot of energy. So it looks like that the relationship that is going to happen, because this is the next card I got. It's a beautiful card. It's the Two of Cups. You can't get too many better cards than this for a relationship. It's an absolutely brilliant card. And what this says is basically, you've got to put yourself out there, and you've got to have that energy going to be able to attract the right relationship. And yes, you're not going to be single. Looks like you're going to find a partner who is going to be your equal in many ways. So it's going to be a relationship where there's going to be a lot of give and take. It's going to be a beautiful relationship where you both are going to be actually contributing to each other's growth, and there'll be a lot of love, a lot of joy, a lot of togetherness in the relationship. So I hope that was helpful, and I wish you all the best. Hi, Maxwell. I'll get your question in a bit. Let's see who's next. Dhaval, I will take your question. Please give me a few minutes till I get to you. I have some people before you. So I have answered Jacardia's question. I'm not sure if I pronounced your name right, but I hope you resonate with the reading. Let's see. Now, let me see. This next one that's coming up is... I have to just go through. Okay, I am taking a few questions. If I skip someone, I'm going to, get back to you. Positive Life, you asked for a reading. Go ahead and please put your question down if you haven't. Kindly put it down. I'm just addressing Ritika's question. Emotions are running very high. Can you please take out a card for me? Sure. So let's see what shows up for Ritika. This is a reading I'm doing for Ritika here. She wants to know, well, she just wants guidance, basically. She said emotions are running very high. So let's see what happens. And Positive for Life, if you have a question, please put it in the comments so that I can answer it. Okay, let's see. Ritika, let's see what shows up for you. Okay, this is a beautiful card for you, Ritika. What it's saying is you need to meditate and contemplate, okay? So I understand you said emotions are running very high. It's very strange. Well, not so strange. It's interesting how these beautiful, appropriate cards seem to pop up for an individual. So what this is saying is meditate and contemplate. I don't know if there is any form of meditation that you do, Ritika. If there isn't, you can look it up and you can see what works for you. There are many different forms of meditation that are available. They don't have to be very, very difficult or very lengthy. There are short meditations available also. So you need to meditate and contemplate, about whatever it is that is sort of, bothering you or upsetting you. And conclusions are within reach is the next card for you, which means that whatever it is that's been playing on your mind, those situations are going to start getting resolved. You're going to get the answers. But before that, the journey for you is meditate and contemplate. So if there's, any form of meditation that you do, sometimes I say that it doesn't even have to be a formal meditation. Some people like to listen to music and meditate. Some people do it without. Even, for some people, it's like meditation can be going for a walk. So you've really got to figure out what it is that meditation means for you. That's going to give you that little, space where you're going to quieten your mind a little bit and able to resolve whatever you're going through. But please look at it in a very positive manner, because this one says conclusions are within reach. So whatever's been playing on your mind is going to get resolved. I hope that was helpful, Ritika. Okay, I'm not sure if I missed anyone here. Okay, yeah. So Nandika. Nandika says, can you please give me a general reading? Sure. Let's see what shows up for Nandika. Just going to pull some cards for her and see what shows up. This is for Nandika. Okay. So, Nandika, I have a few cards for you here. Let's see what comes up. Okay. Nandika, for you, the two cards that have come up, this is Igniting Courage. I'm strong, valiant, and courageous. You probably would understand why this has come up for you, but this should be kind of your mantra, that you're strong, you're valiant, and you're courageous. If there are any situations that you're struggling through, you've got to ignite that courage within yourself and see yourself through, that situation. And the next one is inner peace. So I'm wondering if this means that you've got to work on that inner peace bit, or are you going through a phase where you're already experiencing a little bit of inner peace? But basically what the cards are saying is you've got to ignite your that courage and tell yourself you're strong, you're valiant, you're courageous. And I get that what that means is that is what's going to give you the inner peace that you're seeking. So that is what you've got to do. Ignite that courage. Yeah. The mantra is I'm strong, I'm valiant, and courageous. And that will help you find that inner peace that you're seeking. So I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's see. Aisha, I hope you're still here. She wants a general reading. So let's see what shows up for Aisha. I'm just going to pull a card for her. And some of you who've been on the live, I'm sorry, this takes a little while sometimes. So I'm going to try to get to as many questions as possible. And I appreciate your patience. Please hold on. And in the meanwhile, please share this live so that other people can also join it and benefit from one of the readings. So Aisha wants a general reading. So let's see what shows up for Aisha. This is for Aisha. Okay. Okay, Aisha, for you, I have a couple of cards here. And what the cards are talking about is that there is a new start that's coming up. This is from the Moonology deck. So there's a new start that's coming up for you, and nothing is yet set in stone. So if there's something that you've been working on, trying to work through, been a little sort of disappointed with it, know that nothing is set in stone. So things are always dynamic, things are always changing, and things can always evolve. And the last one is manifesting dreams. So my dreams are coming true. But somehow when I pull these cards for you intuitively, Aisha, for you, what I'm getting from the cards, a new start is coming, nothing is yet set in stone, and manifesting dreams, there is an element of a little bit of doubt, coming up here, where the doubt is almost like, is it possible for this to happen for me? Or can I create this in my life? And what these cards are trying to tell you is that, yes, there is a new start that's coming for you. Nothing is set in stone, and you should work on manifesting your dreams. The different ways of doing that. If you want more information, you can send me a DM and I'll be happy to share with you on how you can go about manifesting more in your life. I hope that was helpful. Thanks. Dhaval says, hi, how are you? I'm well, Dhaval. Let me look for your question. I know you've been waiting for a while. I hope you're here. Just let me know that you're still here, Dhaval. His question is, I don't need your date of birth, but thank you for sharing that. Will it be profitable if I start new cake shop in partnership when I clear my CA exam? So there are two questions you've asked. Dhaval, I'm only going to stick to one, so you can let me know which question you want answered. I'm not going to be able to get to both. I'm so sorry, but I have quite a few comments here. And let me know which question you want answered. I saw a comment here that I wanted to get to, but Rima Talwar, you said you're waiting. I'm sorry, maybe I skipped your question. Would you mind posting it again? And after Dhaval, I will, come to your question. Rima, please let me know if you posted a question. I am not able to see it. I just scrolled up. I couldn't see it. Please repost your question so I can answer your question. And Dhaval's, let me see if he's actually put down cake shop. Okay, let's see what comes up with that. Okay, let's see, Dhaval, what comes up for you. Okay. So I have a couple of cards for you here, Dhaval. Let's see what they say. So the cake shop question that you said, starting it in a partnership, the first one that has come up is dwelling in truth. So Dhaval, I need to ask you that, you said you're starting it in a partnership. This particular person you're starting it in a partnership with, have you had some insight about the person? Sometimes we have a sixth sense or a feeling. What is that feeling that you have about the individual? Are you getting a good feeling about them, that this is the right person to go ahead with? The other cards which have come out, Dhaval, are quite positive. One is savoring pleasure, which means that actually it says, I fully embrace bliss in my life. Opening the cake shop is going to lead to a life where you'll be in that state, savoring pleasure and having a more blissful existence. Somehow, again, the high priestess has come up, which is saying that there's something about the individual, because the high priestess, sometimes talks about things which are not revealed yet. So there's something about this particular, so opening the cake shop seems like it's going to be a brilliant idea. and it's going to lead you to a much happier, more blissful place. But there's something about the individual, that's coming up. Is there something more you need to know about the person? Is there a contract that needs to be signed? You need to look at that more carefully. There's something about this person or this individual, and this partnership that you need to look at closely. So it's not a negative card that's come up, but basically you need to be aware of something about the person. And going forward, once you've done that, it's the 8 of Wands, which is a wonderful card. Things will move very fast. You'll be able to put in a lot of energy into this work, and it's going to actually lead to good results, because you had the savoring pleasure card that had showed up for you before. But something about the whole individual, the situation, maybe you need to sign a contract, you need to look at those terms and conditions carefully. So if you do that, then it should be sorted. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's see who's next. Rima, you didn't post your question. I'm sorry, I've not been able to find your question. You said you're waiting, but I've not been able to find your question. So let's see who is next. Okay, after Dhaval is Positive for Life. So Positive for Life, if you're still here, what blessings you see happening for me this month? Okay, let's see what comes up for Positive for Life. If you're still here, please put it in the comments. And for those of you who just joined the live, I'd request you to please share this on your Facebook wall or in a group or with some friends, so that other people can also join the live and benefit from the reading. Positive for Life, what blessings do I see happening for you this month? Okay, Positive for Life, let's see what comes up for you. Okay, so I have one card here, Patience. So what I'm going to say Positive for Life is that the gift you need in your life right now? Do you need to be a little more patient with things unraveling, with the future getting created for you? If yes, then this is one of the gifts, because you'll be able to work on that patience for yourself. The other one, which is beautiful, is protection. So you will be in a very, very protected sort of space, in this month. So if there's something that's been, bothering you, something that's been upsetting you, if you've been feeling kind of, I don't want to use the word threatened, but just sometimes, we feel like unsteady, we feel unsure, we're not sure about what the future holds and things like that. Know that you're protected. So you actually have angels looking out for you, watching over you. Maybe you need to connect with them if that's something you resonate with, and see how you can enhance that protection. And the gift of patience is something that you'll receive in this month. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Yeah, I've seen your question, Positive for Life, and I've answered it. I hope that was helpful. Rima, I'm still waiting for you. If you're still watching the live, please repost your question. I've not been able to find it. Okay, let's see who is next. Next is Sushant Gupta. Okay, Sushant says, I was in a relationship and it was supposed to be a love marriage. Sushant, are you still here? Just put it in the comments so that I can read for you. Wedding was due in December and it broke off last week. I still love her. Will she come back? What is the future? Will things be improved and we get married? Okay. Sushant, so if you're here, just put it in the comments so that I can, read for you. I'd like to answer your question. So I have some more people here, Naman Sethi and Maxwell, hello. So I'll get to your questions. Naman, I hope you've shared my live on your Facebook page. Okay, Sushant is here. Okay, Sushant, let's see what comes up for you in terms of the relationship. Just pulling out some cards for you, Sushant. Give me a moment here. Okay. So his question is related to relationship. Okay. Let's see what comes up for him, for Sushant. Okay, Sushant, I pulled out a few cards for you, and what is showing up is, okay, one of the cards that has come up for you, Sushant, is this one, which is the Moon. These are from my Rider-Waite deck. And basically what this is talking about is that, there seem to be some hidden forces at play. So I don't know if you want to talk about this on the live, but if you're open to putting it in the comments. It seems that there were some discoveries made, something happened, some information got shared which led to the breakup. And there are people who've kind of been gossiping, sort of spreading, some lies, slander, and all of that. And the two of you seem to have got caught up in that, and that has created the breakup. In the past, you've been someone that your partner has kind of looked up to. This is the Three of Pentacles. And, she's kind of thought that you're someone who sort of had a lot of knowledge and, was someone that she could look up to. I'm getting the sense that, with this card openness that has come up for you from the Sacred Destiny Oracle, you need to open up and discuss this with her if she's willing to have that discussion with you. Standstill also came up for you, which means you've got to have that internal dialogue first with yourself. That is this a relationship that really, you want to take forward? Do you want to reconnect with your partner? And do you want to, sort of take things forward? Because what is happening is, I think the influence of the moon has been a lot, and it's interesting that this also has a moon on it, but this is a positive. So this is the negative side that came up, but this is the positive side, which says that having a more open approach to the relationship, being willing to talk about whatever it is that upset the person. Yeah. Okay, so he said parents' arguments turned into arguments. Absolutely. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Because it was like almost like other people, were involved, and that kind of created the situation to be what it is. But with her, since, you've been connected with her, I'd say that, first stand still, which means look internally and see, is this a person you want to create your life with, going forward? And then be willing to have openness. I would say give it some time, give it a few weeks, and then maybe try to initiate an open dialogue with her. Because at the end of the day, it's the two of you who are going to create this relationship. When parents get involved, sometimes it gets very difficult. And at the end of it, I have got this card, which is the Six of Wands, which is usually a victory card. So there is a big possibility that you can, have another go at the relationship, and things might work out for you. But you've really got to look within you, that is this something you want to pursue? Is this something you want to take forward? And then be willing to have an open dialogue, with her. I'm getting the sense intuitively you don't need to give it some time, maybe a couple of weeks, and then she'll be more open to, perhaps having that dialogue with you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's see who is next. Okay. Naman Sethi. Let me take Naman's question. Hi, Shrida. I hope you're still here. If you are, I'll read for you in a couple of minutes. I am looking at I'm looking for Naman's question. Let's see. I hope I can find it. I'm pretty sure I saw a question here from Naman. Naman, can you? Yes, I am. Ishika, I'm taking questions from YouTube as well. So you can go ahead. Yes, Maxwell and Naman, I'm trying to get to your questions. Ishika, you can post your question here and I'll be happy to answer it. I'm going to be on the live for a little bit more time. Naman, let me see. Okay, career in the coming year. Okay, let's see what shows up for Naman. Naman, this is for you. And let's see what shows up for Naman. His question is related to career in the coming year. Let's see what comes up for Naman. Ishika, yes, I've seen your question now. There were some people before you, so I am getting to their questions and I'll get to yours. Okay, so Naman, it looks like it's going to be a good year for you. You've got the Chariot, which is a card from the Rider-Waite deck, and it talks about, charging ahead and having a lot of energy in, the work or whatever your workspace is that you're creating. It also talks about the fact that you've got to be operating from a place where you're willing to be seen. So I'm not sure what your career is, but you've got to be willing to be seen. Sometimes, we want to operate from the shadows. What this card is saying is, drop all your inhibitions and be willing to be seen in your career. And the next card that came up for you was the Three of Wands. Again, this card is a card that talks about lot of energy. If you can see, it's someone who's waiting for their ships to come back home. So, maybe whatever you've invested in your career, you will invest in the coming few months, will result in a situation where you will get back from your job or from your work. And the last card for you, Naman, is absolutely beautiful. It's the Sun. This is one of the best cards in the Rider-Waite or the tarot deck. And things are looking really, really good for you career-wise. So if you're looking at changing careers, if you're looking at creation of something new, if you're looking at, doing your own business, any of that, you can go for it, because all three cards were super positive and things are going to take a good turn for you. I hope that was helpful. Okay. Company secretary in practice, Naman says. Okay. So, Naman, are there opportunities that you can be more kind of seen, if you know what I mean by seen? Like, people kind of are able to get your presence more, versus operating from the shadows, because that is going to help you take things forward. And like I said, if you're looking for a career change or something, all the three cards that came up were brilliant. So I wish you all the best. He says, thank you. You're most welcome. Okay. Sheshe says, yeah, hi Sheshe. I don't know if you're still here. I might have skipped you. I don't like to do pregnancy readings on the live normally, but let me see if I can get to your question and see what shows up for you. Okay, so I'm just taking now. I'm going to have to take some, people intuitively. I have a lot of questions here, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to everyone, but I will try. Maxwell, yes, I will definitely take your question. Does my friend B even truly care about me? Okay. Ishika, I hope you're still here. And I'm going to answer your question about your friend B, if B really cares about you. Okay. So, interesting. I have a few cards here that have come up for you, Ishika. And what the cards are saying is that, have you been feeling like this a little? Ishika, tell me if you resonate with it. So this is the Five of Pentacles. It's from my Rider-Waite tarot deck. What it says is, it's like, you're searching for something, but you're not able to find it. So even in this relationship or this friendship with B, it's like, whatever it is that you hope for, you've been seeking it, but you've not been able to find it. You guys have something good going. So if you look here, it's like these two people, they're kind of walking around, and one of them, can't walk properly because he's crippled, the other one's sick, and they're on a journey where they're searching for something, but that very thing that they're searching for is right there. It's available to them. They're just not bothered to see it. So for you both too, whatever it is that you want to create in this relationship is available to you, but you guys are not really seeing it. And in terms of this particular person, I'm getting the sense that the person is kind of scattered energy. So the person is not really focused on the fact that what they're seeking is right there within reach, which is you. And in some ways, the other card that has come up for you is the Nine of Cups, which is the wish granting card. So if this is a relationship that you want to take forward, or you want things to evolve in a different way, there is a big possibility that that's going to happen. But to do that, you've got to be the Ace of Swords. Yeah. So the Ace of Swords is a card that is talking about, having that kind of force that can cut through any issues, any mental sort of roadblocks, being that force in life that can cut through that. So you energetically have to operate from that space. And if you do that, then definitely, you can go ahead and your wish in terms of what you want this relationship to be will work out for you. But I'm getting the sense from this individual that the person's kind of scattered. They're not really focused. So it's not that they are not, interested in you or don't care about you. They're just not willing to see it right now. So maybe it means you've got to because of the Ace of Swords, operate from that space where you're willing to cut through the mental, and the thought process clutter that this person is going through. So maybe engage in a dialogue and see where that goes forward. Because if there's a certain type of relationship you are seeking with this person, that is a big possibility for you. But you've got to resolve, a few things before that. I hope that was helpful. Thank you. Okay, Naman, I'm going to get to you now. Okay. So Ishika says, yes, I have been feeling that. Okay. I hope that was helpful, Ishika. Okay. So, Naman. Okay, Naman's question I've done. So there was Maxwell Hello. Okay, let me look for Maxwell Hello's question. I'm sorry, there are lots of comments here. So sometimes just going through these and trying to find the question becomes okay. So that's not the one. Maxwell, can you repost your question? Is it possible for you? If you can, I'd appreciate it. I'd love to read for you, but I just can't find your question here. I'm scrolling up. Yeah, okay. My finances are a mess. When will it be okay? I didn't understand. Okay, so that is your date of birth. I don't need that, but thank you for sharing that. My finances are in a mess. When will it be okay? That's Maxwell's question. Let's see what comes up for Maxwell. Kanika, I've seen your comment here. I'm sorry, I think I missed you. If you're still here, Kanika Bhutani, let me know and I'll read for you next after Maxwell. Okay. Yeah, I can see you're going through a pretty tough phase right now, Maxwell, because what I have is the devil that showed up. Then there is the Page of Swords. And then I have the Queen of Wands. So let me just explain to you a little bit about what the cards mean and how they come together. And let's see what information we can get for your finances. Right now with the devil, it looks like you've been tied down in some patterns which have been very restrictive. And, obviously it's not been working very well for you. With the Page of Swords, somewhere, Maxwell, I hope you don't mind my saying this, but what this card says is there is a bit of a half-hearted approach to sorting out or solving your issues. So I don't know what work it is that you do, or what helps you create your finances, but you've really got to approach it differently. You've got to have an approach where you're going full into it. Because from this card, I'm getting the sense that you've got maybe you've been disappointed, things haven't worked out well for you, and it's been a disappointing time for you. But with that, what happens is if you're going to have a very, very half-hearted approach to things, it's not going to work. Okay, so he says he's jobless. Okay, I understand. Okay, so are you actually really making those attempts to look for the job? Another card that came up for you is courage. You've got to be courageous right now. Okay, this is from the Sacred Destiny deck. What this is saying, don't give up on things. Be courageous, be brave, and know that there is something different that's coming up for you. What I'm getting a sense from this card is the Queen of Wands. There is someone who is available to you, who might be able to help you resolve the situation. So you've got to change this half-hearted approach, like really put yourself out there. If you've got to really look for a job, then you've got to try to make the right connects. You've got to actually go through the whole process. Don't feel disappointed, get that courage going. And there is someone with the Queen of Wands that's showing up, that says that there is someone who's going to be able to put that energy, help you put that energy into finding the job for you. Because what I got then is the World for you. And Maxwell, basically what that means is that anything and everything's possible for you. You've just got to believe in it. So what I would do is, like I said, I hope you don't mind my saying this, but this card said that maybe you've been disappointed, so you've not been putting in everything that you need to in your job search. So make those connects, look for those jobs and really put yourself out there and keep searching. Be courageous, don't give up, and you will make a connect with someone who is going to help you find that job. So don't be disappointed, and you'll have the world, which means that things will work out for you. You'll be in a much better place in every sense, whether it's financial, whether it's emotional, whether it's on a mental space. And in terms of career, you'll actually end up getting a job that's going to be probably a lot better than what you had in the past. If you're looking at timelines, it can take up till 4 to 5 months. But what I'd say is, in the meantime, go ahead and at least start making those connections. What is possible, if you put the right energy into the job search, then it's possible that you will be able to get that job even sooner than 4 months. So I'd say between 1 to 4 months is a possibility. But you've really got to not give up. You've got to refocus and really jump into it, and the world is going to be yours. I'm not saying it, the cards are. I'm saying it too, but those are the cards that came up for you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, let's see who else. Yes, I am going to now get to Sharida's question. She's been waiting for a while. Let's see what her question was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just trying to, scroll up and find the questions. I was wondering where things were going in your job. Okay, Sharida. Thank you for being so patient. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the sweet comment you made. Appreciate it. I know you've been part of my lives before. It's always nice to have you back. So Sharida wants to know where things are going in her job. Let's see what shows up for her with this. Okay. Sharida, I have a few cards for you. Let's see what comes up. Okay. So Sharida, the first card that I pulled up for you was this, which is the 10 of Cups. Now, if you look at the card carefully, what it's talking about is, there's this couple, these kids, and this big estate in the background. So I think this is the kind of space you want to create with your work. You want like a very joyful, very energetic, a place that you're comfortable with. But somewhere, are you also feeling with this card, the 8 of Cups, that you want to kind of, you're looking for a change, that there's something in the work that's not making you so happy, and you want to give it up and you want to look for something different? Because the other card that came up for you from my Sacred Destiny deck was also change. So are you seeking a change? If you are, let me know. I think you're still on the live. Let me know. Yes, she says yes. Okay. She says yes. Okay. So you are looking at a change. And so I'm going to just say you said yes twice. So you're looking at a change, and the kind of atmosphere you wanted at work, you're finding it's not happening like that. Okay. So because what I'm getting a sense is that you're seeking that change. Now let's see what comes up with the change that you're seeking. So what I'm getting is that you might have a few different options available to you with the 7 of Cups, which means also I think you're feeling very emotional about things. You might have a few different options available, but you've got to be a little careful with what you pick. So my advice to you is, don't chuck up your job right now. Don't think about leaving it. Look at those options carefully and see if there is an option that is really the right option for you. Because I know lots of people are looking for change, or they're unemployed or whatever. You have a job going for you right now. You might not be very, very happy, or things might not be going the way you want them to. But what this card is saying, yes, there is a period of change that is coming up, and the change will come for you. But you've got to be a little careful with what you pick. I would not jump into something blindly. So that is the advice for you. And once you do that, I think you'll be in a stronger place. So I hope that was helpful. You got the Ace of Wands now, which says that there will be a new beginning. And, this is a card that often comes up for business, for jobs, for something new that we're trying to create. So you will have a new beginning. But do remember what I said about making sure before leaving your current scenario that you're sure about what you're taking up. So I would, weigh my options. I would see that, is this where I want to be? And only then would I do the change. The change is going to be positive. It will come up for you. I hope that was helpful. Okay, guys, I've been on the live for almost, I think, an hour or maybe a little bit more. So I'm going to try to do a few more questions. I'm not sure how many questions I'll be able to get to, but I'll try my best. Okay, so Sheshe, I'm taking your question. I know you asked pregnancy related. Are you still here? It's not about comfortable. I don't like to do health readings normally on a live. I would, I do private readings as well. So anyone who's watching the live now or will watch the replay, I'm available for private readings, one-on-one readings. I do them online or in person. So you can always book an appointment with me. You can direct message me on Instagram or on Facebook. You can go to my website and find the information there as well. All that is shared in this post, how you can find me, and I'd be happy to do that. So I'm going to just see, Sheshe, what comes up for you. And what I mean is, normally I will pull cards for a person. It may not be specifically coming up for the pregnancy. If it does, then I will let you know. Okay, so let me see what came up for you. Okay. So for you, I think your question was pregnancy related. I'm pretty certain it was. It says the Two of Swords. So here I'm getting a sense that there is something you're closing your eyes to. So even with this whole pregnancy question, is this, coming from a place where, if you look at this person carefully, the person is blindfolded. And there are two options available to you. So maybe you've been trying to get pregnant, but is there another option available to you that you've not explored? So sometimes you need some assistance. Is there some type of healing that you need? Do you need a second opinion from a doctor? Because there are two options available, but you're closing your eyes to that. So for me, the key here is that's what you've got to look at. And the next card is the Magician, which says, yes, anything and everything is possible. You have the ability to create magic, and all of us are magicians. We can create anything with our lives if we believe that we can. So you have that potential in you, Sheshe. You can create even the pregnancy. But look at this, please. If you resonate with it, let me know. Is there something there, that you're not looking at, in terms of your pregnancy? Do you need a second opinion? Do you need a different doctor? Do you need to change your diet? Do you need to look at something that can help you get pregnant? It could be, a healing session. It could be an advice from a doctor. It could be something medically that you need to get addressed. I hope that was helpful. Okay. So I'm just going to be on the live for another few minutes. Let's see whose questions I can get to. Okay, I'm just going to take whoever comes up intuitively. Meg S says, what do you see happening in my love life soon? Okay. So Meg S, I hope you're still here. And like I said, guys, if I haven't been able to get to your question yet, I'm sorry. I have a lot of comments. Now I'm just going intuitively to whoever's popping up, and I'm going to answer their questions. Hopefully, I'll be able to answer a few more before I end today's live. Megas, I hope you're here. What do you see happening in my love life is a question. If you're here, let me know. And I am pulling cards for you, Meg S. Okay. Let's see what happens, what comes up in this reading for Meg S. Meg, I am waiting to see that you're here to put it in the comments. I hope you're watching this. I know you're on YouTube. So hopefully you're still watching this. Okay. This is about her love life. So I have a couple of things that have come up for you, Meg S. And let's see. This is the first card. This is from my Rider-Waite deck. It is the Seven of Pentacles. Meg, what this card is saying is that you've, invested something in a relationship. And yes, I'm seeing your comments. You said you're here. Thank you for letting me know that. You've invested. So have you been in a relationship in the past? You said, what do you see happening in my love life soon? Are you single currently? Let me know if you are not. if you're single or not. This is saying that, there's something you've invested into a relationship and you've been waiting for, how should I put it, for some results to show up from that. And that's not happened yet. It's still like kind of playing the waiting game. Also get that you have two options available to you in terms of, your love life. So I don't know if you're in a current relationship, single now. Okay. So there are two options that might be available to you. Again, this card just came up for someone else, but sometimes we are the ones who, close our own eyes to what those options are. So I'd say that, look at that, like who are those two, individuals that might be available, for you to pursue a relationship with. You need to take time to breathe out, Meg. So this is another, card that's come up from Moonology, which says that you have to take that time out for yourself to breathe out. So she says, I haven't seen the other option yet. Okay. So do you have a secret admirer out there? So what happens is sometimes, Meg, there may be someone, present in our life that we're not aware. Might be, someone that, we can have a relationship in the future. The two are new ones. Well, you said you're single yet, so I am presuming that they should be new ones, because what I'm getting from this one, in the past you've invested a lot into a relationship, but you haven't really got, the sort of response or, the results that you were seeking. So I would say, yes, these are two new options that are available to you, but you're not willing to look at them. Look, the person's blindfolded. So are you still stuck on this relationship and you're unwilling to see what you can create in your future? Because what I'm getting is that, you need to take this time to breathe out. Stop getting so stressed out about, the situation with your love life and, what is going to happen in the future. Because there are two options, but you've blinded yourself to them. You've got to work through your fears. So if in the past relationships, things have gone in a way that, they've put you in a space where you are fearful of being in a new relationship, or you're fearful of repeating some patterns from your past, you've got to work through your fears. Now, there are different ways of doing that. You've got to figure out what works out best for you. But what I'm seeing is that, you have two options available to you, but you are not willing to look at them. So I hope that was helpful. There is something definitely that is showing up, in the next, well, both the cards have 2 months. So I'd say in the next 2 to 3 months, in terms of a relationship, there is something that can show up for you. But are you willing to let it show up? Because this card, which is the Two of Wands, is this person who's got the globe in their hand, the world in their hand, and they're contemplating about what to do next. So somewhere, I feel that even in those 2 months, the ball will be in your court. You will have those options available, but you've got to be the one to make that decision. Work through your fears. Don't let, the past hold you back. And see the world with fresh eyes. Like, what is available to you that you're not willing to recognize or see, Meg? I hope that was helpful. Okay, guys. I am almost at the end of my live. I'm going to probably be here for the next few minutes. I'm just going to intuitively see if I can answer another couple of questions here. Sangeeta says she wants a general reading. I don't know, Sangeeta, if you're still here. I hope you're here. If you're here, I'm pulling out a card for you. She wanted a general reading. I think I'm only going to be able to get to a couple of more people. Let's see. Sangeeta, if you're here, this is for you. A general message for you. Let's see. Wow, I like that. Enlightenment. So Sangeeta, this is a period of a lot of growth for you. So you can call it whatever you want. You want to call it spiritual growth. You want to call it consciousness growth, whatever you want to call it. But this period, I'm getting like from now to the next 4 months is a period of a huge amount of growth for you. There is a lot of, information downloads that are going to be available to you, and you're going to be going, like they say, to the next level in terms of, your journey. So call it your spiritual path, call it your path of consciousness, but it's just going to be an amazing next few months where you'll find this massive growth happening for you. I hope you resonate, and I hope that was helpful. Okay, so Manya, I know there are lots of people asking for very long. I'm sorry. There are lots of comments, and sometimes I do skip people. And now I've been just kind of going through the comments and going to whoever was calling out intuitively. Let me quickly do a reading for you. She wants to know about her love life. Uh, let's see what comes up. Next, anyone who posts questions on any of my lives, if you can be a little more specific, like I can pull cards and share what comes up, but you could say a more specific question. That is always helpful. So instead of love life reading, if it was if you're in a current relationship, you want to know that. If you're single and you're looking at something else, then it's always helpful to know that. So if you're still here, tell me, are you in a relationship or you're single? Malvika, yes, I'm still on, but I'm just about to end the live in a few minutes. Okay, so I did finally get to your question, Manya. I don't know, I hope you're still here. You were here a couple of minutes ago. It just said love life. I didn't see anything else. So I don't know if there's a specific question out there. But what I'm getting is, from the cards that I pulled up for you, Manya, is that there is the Page of Cups has shown up. So, like I said, you've not shared if you're in a relationship or you're not. But the Page of Cups has showed up, and the page is someone who's a very youthful person. There will be the breakthrough of a new idea. So if there is a relationship that you're seeking, if you're single, it is possible that some individual you might get introduced to someone through someone, and but somehow I'm getting that you are operating from a little bit of a defensive space. Like in the past, you've been in relationships where I almost get the sense it's like you've been in relationships where you've been disappointed, and it's caused a lot of mental stress for you. But it's also been like you invested a lot into it and it didn't work out, so it's kind of left you feeling like someone's taken away something from you. So that sense. And then I had the Strength card show up for you. You didn't respond whether you're still on the live and whether you're single or in a relationship. So what I'm getting is there will be a breakthrough of an idea. So you might get introduced to someone through someone, and Strength shows up. So it's going to be a relationship that's going to come up. That's going to actually be a relationship where your inner strength is something which will be at the forefront of the relationship. So it might be a relationship where you're going to have to, this card says about taming the lion. So it might be a relationship where you're going to have to work at, I don't want to say taming the lion, but it's more about your presence in the relationship has to be such that it is like a gentle presence in this person's life, where you are kind of like the guiding force without being aggressive, if you understand what I mean. And that will be the creation of something great in your life, because the next card that showed up was Miracles. So Miracles showed up for you from the Gateway Oracle deck. And so you can look forward to creating that in your relationship, that miraculous kind of space of love, strength, compassion, and all of that. But you've got to work through this, which is something from the past that's kind of left you feeling like things haven't been the best for you, or you're not easily able to trust people. If you resonate with it, let me know. All the best. Okay, I have someone else asking a pregnancy question. As I've shared before, I don't really do the health readings on the live, including pregnancy. I know you posted this many times, Dilnaz. Let me see if something comes up for you. I'm just going to pull some cards, and if something comes up which I can share with you, which might answer that question, I'm happy to, but it doesn't always happen. And like I said, I don't like to do readings which are health related. So let's see. I'll pull a couple of cards and see what comes up. Okay. So here we go for you, Dilnaz. Dilshaz. Dilshaz. The first card is the Three of Wands. It looks like it has been a bit of a struggle to get pregnant for you. And you've invested maybe time, money, energy into it, and now you're waiting for the results. So I'm not sure if I could be wrong, and I don't know if this is the right place to talk about it, but you might have even sort of looked at some sort of medical help to get pregnant. And so now it's like you're playing the waiting game for the results to come in. The next card is the Ace of Pentacles, which is a very positive card. It is a new beginning. And normally Pentacles talks about money, wealth, and all of that. But related to the question that you asked, it can be a new beginning for you. And it can be, because it talks about fertility. This particular card talks about fertility. So there is a possibility that, that pregnancy would happen. With this card that's come up, it is going to take, at least 3 months or so. So let me know if you resonate. Let me know if you have some medical thing going on that you're waiting for the results to come in, because sometimes, we've got to be a little more patient and see those results happen. But this is a card which is talking about fertility as well. So pregnancy is a possibility for you. Okay. Let's see. Okay, Malvika, I don't know what your question was. I'm going to just quickly try to see if I can find Malvika's question. Okay. I want to take forward an MLM for my store. Should I? Okay. Let's see what comes up for Malvika. And I am going to try to do these lives more regularly. I had taken a bit of a break, for a few days, but I'll try to go back to doing these lives at least twice a week. So that, so when you're saying MLM, is that multi-level marketing? What is it exactly that you mean, Malvika? Okay, MLM platform for your work. So yeah, that's what I'm asking you. Is that multi-level marketing platform, or what is it? What is the MLM? If you can just let me know, Malvika, and I'll pull out cards for you. Okay. Let's see what shows up for Malvika today. Okay, Malvika, this is the first card that popped up for you. Yes, she says. Okay. Which is going forward. So this is from Sacred Destiny. It's a beautiful card, which says going forward, like, yeah, like, yes, you should. I mean, I would say you should, because it's a very positive card, and it kind of shows you the path that's laying ahead. What I would say with this card coming up for you, Malvika, is that just think things through, that if you're taking up that platform, what is the next logical outcome of that? What are your expectations from that? Have a little bit more clarity around that. Because the other cards that came up for you are this one, which is the Three of Pentacles. There's someone in your field of work, that whatever you're creating, you're kind of an expert in that area. And that is something maybe that you've got to, put forward through the MLM platform, that expertise in that particular area of your work that people can kind of appreciate, look up to, and all of that. And going ahead is the Ace of Pentacles. Funny, this card just came up for someone else. I think the person just before you. And the MLM platform will actually create a lot for you, because the Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning. It talks about wealth. It talks about fame. It talks about, an investment that actually grows. So whatever you invest into, it will definitely benefit you. I hope that was helpful. And all the best with your work, Malvika. Okay. Guys, I'm going to almost, I think, end the live now. Maybe another 5 minutes and I'll be done with it. Probably not longer than that. I hope you can hear me. Okay. I'm just going to take Kunal's question. Kunal says, hi ma'am, I've been single since long time. I really want to know what's up with my love life, and I keep seeing number 21 often, and my birth date is even 21 November 1994, and I'm an artist. Okay, so his question is about Yeah, Kunal, I've just taken your question. And you might be the last one today on the live. Let's see. Uh, Kunal's question is about his love life. And he says, keep seeing the number 21. Okay, let's see what comes up for you related to your love life, Kunal. Okay, I've got some cards for you here, Kunal. And funny, this card came up again. Page of Cups, it came up for someone else. Because as far as your love life goes, there looks like there is going to be a breakthrough in your love life. Yeah. You might get introduced through someone, an idea might break through. You might go somewhere and meet someone who might become your partner going forward. I've got such beautiful cards for you, Kunal. I've got the Sun, I've got the Ace of Wands. So I would say don't be negative, don't feel disappointed. If you've been single for a while, maybe that was a time in your life where you required that time to be single. I know sometimes that's not what we want to hear, but sometimes there are phases, of growth in our life that we need to go through. And maybe that was a phase in your life that you had to experience and go through. There is a new beginning coming for you. uh, I'm getting that in the past, with the Ten of Swords that's come up for you, you've been kind of very disappointed. You've been in a space where it's almost like someone stabbed you in the back. So, I don't know if you want to talk about this on the live, but if you resonate with it, you can put it in the comments. It could be that you've been in a situation where, yeah, it's like almost you've been stabbed in the back, like, uh, it's not been a very, very happy situation for you in terms of, the love aspect of things. Because it's like you maybe invest in that relationship and someone might not have been, faithful to you, or things didn't work out exactly how you wanted them to. But with these two cards coming up, the Ace of Wands, which is a new beginning for you, and the Sun, I'd say that it's really, really positive. And it's possibly you're going to get introduced through someone, and that someone might help you meet the person who you're going to be able to form a relationship with, because both those cards are very, very positive. And the angel number 21 that you've been seeing, I want to talk about that a little bit. It's basically a message from your angels, Kunal. It's a message from your angels. You have to be aware of your thoughts as they are manifesting your ideas and beliefs into reality. So, what I would say is that even with the relationship, like, what are those thoughts that you have? If there's any negativity there, I know you said you've been single for a long time, but is there something from the past that you're carrying that, basically the 21 is trying to tell you that, you know, you've got to address that. Whatever thoughts, feelings, emotions come up for you, you've got to put in positivity into the universe. Because basically, what I found and what I believe is the vibration that you're putting out into the universe is what you get back. So if you're going to be operating from a space of doubt, of sadness or loneliness, that is what you're putting out into the universe. Interestingly, I want you to also know that 21 means that you'll have a lot of luck and joy in your love life. So there you go. That is what the universe is trying to tell you. But like I said, check on that. What are the thoughts you're putting out into the universe? I hope that was helpful. Okay, the last question for today is Raji Bedi. Raji Bedi posted quite a few times. And thanks for the date of birth. I don't really need it, but husband, job change, or job promotion, and by when. Okay, Raji, I'm getting back to your question in a minute. Kunal says, haha, and I should tell you my moniker is 21KYNG. Okay. What is moniker? Sorry, I didn't get what moniker means. Kunal, let me know what that means. What is moniker? I don't understand that term. You're welcome. He says he appreciates it. Let me know what moniker is, Kunal. Okay, so let's see. I was on Raji Bedi's question. Okay, so this is related to her husband's job change or job promotion, and by when. Okay, Raji Bedi, let's see what comes up. If anybody who's watching the live now would like a private reading one-on-one, you want more detailed answers or you have more questions, you can always, get in touch with me and book a reading for that. Let's see what comes up for Raji Bedi. Okay. Okay, basically, Raji Bedi, what I'm getting, for your husband is that two cards came up, the Page of Swords and the Four of Cups. What I'm getting is that whatever work your husband is involved in, is it work that they're not very happy doing? Is it, something they've got a bit of a half-hearted approach to? They're not very, very happy with what's happening with them. I know you said job promotion, but the current job they have, are they not very happy in it? Because I feel like, that is the sense I'm getting. And there are options that will be available to your husband in the next 4 months or so, 4 to 6 months. But again, if you see this card carefully, there are all these options that are available to this person. But the person is just kind of sitting there meditating and not really, focused on anything or taking any option that's offered to them. So maybe it's possible those options that come up, maybe he is kind of unsure about what he needs to do. But what I'm also getting is with this card that's come up is that he's close to achieving his goal. So that promotion is very possible for him, because this card that came up also for him, which is the Three of Pentacles, talks about being appreciated for kind of being, whoever the person is. It's like, you're an expert in a certain area. So that appreciation might come in. But somehow I'm getting a sense that your husband is not happy with his current job. If you resonate with that, let me know. Yeah. So she says he's not happy. Okay, got it. So he maybe wants to be in this place, Raji, where he's really looked up to, he's adored, he's admired. He's not getting that in his job. And going forward also with the options that he's getting, he's the one who's not going to be kind of deciding on what is right for him. But this card says that he's very close to achieving his goals. So if he's looking for a job actively, it is very possible that within the next 4 months or so, he'll be able to find something where maybe this energy gets created, where he's kind of admired, he's looked up to, he's not doing work that he's not happy doing, because I'm getting the sense that even that is not a problem for him, in terms of getting a promotion. That is possible for him. But okay, so she says his ratings are good, but the boss is not promoting. Ratings are good and the boss is not promoting. Okay, yeah. Job change is possible. Yes, job change is possible in the next 4 months or so. But like I said, he's got to really be careful. He's got to be willing to change the job. Sometimes, when we're in one particular job, we just kind of go with our comfort zone. We've been there, like you said, his ratings are good. So it becomes a comfortable place to stay. So maybe he's encountering that, it's a comfortable place to stay and he doesn't want to really, explore too much because maybe he's been with this organization for a while. Promotion is a possibility as well, but he's got to then change his attitude, like maybe there's like this sense of disappointment that he's got because, he's not been sort of given the appreciation that he deserves. So if he changes that, puts a different energy out there into the universe, then the promotion is a possibility, and that will be in the next 3 months or so. But also looking out for another job and finding one in 4 months time frame is possible. So it's totally up to him. Okay, thank you so much, all of you who have been on the live today. Kunal, you want a private reading? Sure, you can get in touch with me. My information is on this post. You can find me on Facebook or Instagram, or you can send me WhatsApp, and I'll be happy to help you with reading. So Raji says, yes, very, very true. Thank you, she says. Okay, you're most welcome, Raji. I'm glad I was able to take your question. I'm sorry, sometimes it's difficult to get to everyone on the live because there are multiple questions posted, and apologies to those whose questions I've not been able to answer. Like I said, I'll be doing these lives more often, maybe twice a week. So please go ahead and look out for posting about my next live. Hopefully, it should be on Sunday, so you can rejoin that day. And if I missed you today, I try to read for you that day. Thank you so much for being here, and I hope the readings were helpful. Have a good rest of the week ahead. Bye bye.